Welcome back, Giant supporters. Welcome back to Culture of Excellence. And here we are. We've been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for this free agency to hit. We've been waiting to see who we drafting and what are we doing moving forward. As it seems right now, it seems like Joe Shane and Brian Dable have picked all the players that the fans and outside of the building felt like we should have picked. So everybody's happy with the draft. So I wonder if the draft fails, will they be mad at Joe Shane, right? Because why would you be mad, right? Since you're so happy that he picked exactly the guys that you wanted, right? So, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it seems positive. I'm hoping for the best. I got a dream and a nightmare coming out of this for certain. And that's what this video is about. There's not much to be talked about. We can see our team has shaped up to be what it's going to be. We got Russell Wilson starting. We got Jackson Dart, third string. We got Jameis Winston. He's going to be second string. We're going to have these two veterans, you know what I mean, going to war with. We got Malik Neighbors, you know. We got Robinson. We got Slayton back. We got Tyrone Tracy. We got another running back from Arizona. My man's Bo. Like, he can, he looks like a truck, but let's see it translate to the NFL first. So, like, that's the whole thing is I went to this wedding and there ended up being some diehard Eagles fans. Obviously, they're celebrating our nightmare, our catastrophe. Um, And I was just thinking, well, first I told him that we are doing something. He was like, "Oh, you a Giants fan?" He was like, "Oh, you think you're doing something? Like, so who you got?" So I started naming, like, Malik Neighbors. We got Russell Wilson. Da-da-da. And he was like, I just don't see a threat in there. And then when he said that, I just thought about it. I was like, damn, yo, we haven't been a threat in a long time, right? We haven't been a threat in a long, long, long time. We have to do something. We have to do something. Something needs to get done. So right now, at this point, when he questioned me like that, I started thinking about, am I really again extremely hyped for a season, and will I get let down again? Just like the rest of us, because when I say I mean the rest of us. So I don't know. Hopefully these picks are the right ones. Number one. Hopefully Russell Wilson is in the right place because he came from Denver. In Denver, it did not work out. He got a great contract, but it did not work out. Right? So when he left Denver, he went to the Steelers. Now the Steelers were looking at Russell Wilson in Denver, not Russell Wilson with the Seahawks. So they gave him a 1-year deal, and he started flourishing in there. But not crazy flourishing, but as best as he could for his first year with the team. So I feel like when it comes to Russ, because of his age and everything, I think he just needs to be in a perfect place for him to flourish. And I think the Giants could be that for him. He's very inspiring. He definitely rallies up the troops, and that's gonna be really, really good. Because I guess we didn't have that. I don't know. I don't know what Daniel Jones did. Like I felt like Daniel Jones was putting his heart out there, but I felt like the team around him wasn't really doing it. So I feel like if Russell Wilson is out there rallying up the troops, maybe they all give it their 100. At the same time, just one time at the same time. But yeah, we definitely need to compete because the NFC East is turning into a monstrous beast. So like we make it out of the division, we're going far. You know what I mean? So we have to handle the division. Now, Cam Ward, we was never gonna get. I don't even know if I would have won a quarterback, honestly, that high up. I don't know about Jackson Dart. I mean, he looks good, like on highlights, but every quarterback looked good. Sanders looked great on highlights as well. So, um, it's yet to see. But let's talk about my nightmare, right? worst case scenario. Let's get that out first, right? So we never have to talk about it again, hopefully, you know? So worst case scenario would be that Abdul Carter would be a Chase Young, right? Come in hot in the league, and then he's not really doing that well. So now you got Thibodeau at number 5, right? And you got Abdul Carter at number 3. And both of these are not working. Now, I'm not, listen, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying, hypothetically, on the worst case scenario, on a nightmare, right? So the defense ain't really what it's cracked up to be, but they do a little bit better than last year, right? And the offense with Russell Wilson gets hurt, wins a couple of games, loses 3 more. James Winston comes in, he goes 2-5. And then we have Jackson Dart in there. He wins a game down the line, so we end up with like 6 wins, 6-11, right? Going to a just awful season, while our enemies are just like, our rivals are just, just taking it to the next level without us, unfortunately. But that would be worst case scenario, right? That would be absolutely worst case scenario. Now at that point, I don't even know. Like, even though you got the approval, Joe, of everyone for your draft, I don't know. They might let you go. Either that or Brian got to go. But if Brian goes, then they want you to go too, probably, right? I don't know. I don't know how that will work out, but that would be worst case scenario, and those type of questions and those type of conversations would come up in that nightmare. It would be absolutely awful. And then you would have, oh my God, can you imagine, like, if the Eagles and the Commanders, or the Eagles and the Cowboys now go in the NFC Championship? That would be a nightmare. And we just like left the season at a 6-11. Nah. So as you can tell, that's one of the worst nightmares. Now, on the good side, now this dream, I know, it's gonna be poetic. It's gonna be poetic. It's gonna be next level. Okay. The Giants made all the right choices in the draft. Made the right additions with Holland and Adebo. And their defense is unstoppable. Monsters in the front. They're eating up quarterbacks left and right. They're injuring them left and right. The defense is just gritty up there. They got everybody locked up. It's a Fort Knox, and nobody scoring over 14 points on the New York Football Giants, right? Now we're getting into a good dream, right? This is the top-notch dream I told you about, yeah. So our defense is super thorough. Now, Russell Wilson is protecting the ball. He's going downfield when he needs to, and we got playmakers left and right. We see Hyatt coming up out of nowhere. He's doing catches. He's catching balls, doing all types of stuff. So that will be best case scenario. Now, how far will we make it? Well, we'll win the division for the first time in a long time, because we whipping. We whipping. We end up with a 13-4 record. Whipping. We shouldn't have even lost 2 games, but we didn't care about those. Whipping. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now we in the playoffs, and we make it to NFC Championship. And let me paint you the quarterfinals, right? I think that's what they call it, right? Yeah. AFC Championship and NFC Championship. Let's start with the AFC. On the AFC side, right? You got the Colts with Daniel Jones as their quarterback, Richardson as his backup, versus the Cleveland Browns with Shedeur Sanders as the starter, with Joe Flacco as his backup. Can you imagine the AFC Championship? Now, who wins that? I don't know. Let's just say Daniel Jones handles business and goes to the big game. We, on the other hand, Obviously, we make it to the NFC Championship. Who do we play? We play the Los Angeles Rams. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Los Angeles Rams. And we beat them. And we beat them clearly because their offense can't do nothing to our defense. Our defense is just turnover machine. We don't stop. And then again, guys, this is a dream. This is something like the only way we can get one back for last year is winning one this year. The only way we can get it back. And I'm just thinking of the best case scenarios to make last year okay. Because there was nothing okay about last year. It was horrific. But anyways, continue. So now we're in the Super Bowl versus the Colts. The Colts have Daniel Jones. This is the question. Will Russell Wilson make it to that game? Or will Jackson Dart start this one? The dream is to be continued. The dream is to be determined. But then again, it's a dream, guys, okay? So it's not reality, obviously. But yeah, it could go both ways. But we need to get one back for last year. No matter what we do, in the next 5 years, we have to win it all. We have to. After what Saquon Barkley did to us, and like the way he's talking and the way he's moving and like the arrogance and all of them. Nah. As Giants, as New York Football Giants, we're going to let somebody go. We're going to let the whole media disrespect us and make us look like we a clown show over here, like we don't know what we doing, talking about fire this and fire that. We are horrible. Who we talking about? They don't want to play. Like they talking about players don't want to come here because of how we lose, so we have a losing culture. Nah, that all needs to stop. Last year was pathetic. That was just horrific. That was so disrespectful on so many levels. We went through so much pain, and we will never go through that again. Ain't that right? You damn right we ain't going through that again. Hell no. We fixing this. So hopefully the defense is top notch, and hopefully the offense can make it in the top 15, top 10. That would be nice. You win the top 10, but your defense is 1 and 2. We'll go far. We'll take it. So the only way to get back is to the dream. I mean, the Sanders thingy, it's all, you know. Because, see, I don't want to make the Sanders thing. Because I was going to make videos and all of that, you know, right after the draft and, you know, just get up into the hype. I'm just letting the New York Giants do that for me. They showing all the, you know, new draft picks and, you know, the personalities and everything else. You see them. You know, they got legendary daps and whatnot, you know. A New York Giants life type of scenario, you know. So those shows are nice, and that's why I get, like, you know, get to know the new rookies in the building. But, see, my whole thing is I do not want to make the Sanders thing a revenge thing, you know, where these players go on this campaign of revenge and do something that we know who did to us, you know, like which really a lot of players did to us, you know, from McKinney to everybody else, you know, from Pierre Paul, who won Super Bowls after us, to even homeboy, like I can't even believe it, the Big Apple guy, you know what I mean? Apple, whatever. Just awful. I don't want it to be a revenge campaign and fuel their energy to and God forbid some, like, we do something bad or we are bad, then we look really, really bad, you know? Oh, you gave up on that. Look at that. You know? That's what you did. Look at that. All up in your face. So let's hope to God that's not the case. I wish Sanders nothing but the best. The kid, I mean, yo, Dion is my man's, and I know he raised a soldier because he's a soldier himself. So I know for a fact he's gonna do his thing out there. And I just don't want him to hate the Giants and then give us that energy, and all his fans, because he has a lot of fans, will turn on us and hate us. And then, because we already, come on, man, we've been beaten and bruised and demolished, yo. Like, just stop, okay? We don't need no revenge campaigns. We are done with those. We are on a revenge campaign. We want vengeance for what happened. And we gonna get it. For certain. Listen, at the end of the day, the future is unknown, so we can dream. We can believe. We can believe. We can believe. Let's believe. Let Russell cook. Let Hyatt catch. No more Galladays. No more Kadarius Tonys. Let's win it all. We need to get them back. They did us so dirty, yo. They living their life out there, yo. They flying like the Eagles for real, yo. These little flies, yo. Can't stand them. But damn, they've been winning, right? Hopefully, my Giants supporters. Hopefully, man. Let's put this energy together. Let's believe. Hopefully, who knows, man? We might go out there and never lose another game against Dallas for the next 10 years. And we can get them back for that. See, I'm on that get back mode. Who on that get back mode, huh? What's Giants supporters on the get back mode? Because I'm on that get back mode for certain. I want to get Dallas back, and I definitely 100% want to get the Eagles back. But not only that, right? Not only that. I want to make sure that the Commanders, I'll never get it back from us, you know, because we been slaughtering them forever. Now they got this Jaden Daniels and like they think they're on top of the world. Nah, son. Nah, we ain't doing that. We're going to make Kingsbury look like Arizona again in no time. Trust me. We coming. Anyways, guys, all my Giants supporters, much love out there. We looking good. We got reason to dream. We got reason to believe. So let's keep doing that. Exactly that. So shout out to all my Giants supporters. Let's go Big Blue. Until next time, guys. Be safe.